What's up, guys? It's your girl Matt Cox from A Couture Crafting. I am your quilty BFF, and today we are doing quilty gifts over $100. Thank you so much for hanging with me throughout this series, and today is the big guns. Gifts that are over $100. We're doing it. We're jumping into it. I don't want to hear, oh my goodness, it's so expensive. Well, we already knew that because, again, these are the gifts that are over $100 for that special quilty person in your life. It might be you, it might be somebody else. Where are we starting? Right here with this guy. Y'all are probably like, but we saw a quilter's clapper already. Yeah, but you didn't see the best ones that he has. And again, if you want to do a luxurious kind of a gift, this is it. He has wonderful sets, but again, they range, so you can get them from very affordable, super small, like I have a little magnetic thread pin cushion that's wooden that he does, but then you have the really, really nice clappers, and then you have some that are even larger, all which I think are beautiful, luxurious gifts, totally appropriate for the season. For our next big one, which one am I gonna do? Let's do CutterPillar. I love CutterPillar. I love so many of their products. I started with them when I was doing paper crafting, and they've just kind of morphed into all the things that you kind of need kind of people. So they've got the light boxes, they have the cutting mats, they have other cutting tools, that kind of thing. Again, their name is CutterPillar, but I think that pull out mat that folds and unfolds, it's called the flip and fold mat, is probably my favorite thing that they have. I have the huge one, but they've now released one that is a bit smaller, and I think that one is probably right in the wheelhouse for everybody. So if you are someone who is quilting on your kitchen table or that kind of thing, you are able to fold it up and put it away, and as you fold it, as it gets smaller, you're still able to use it because the measurements remain intact, which I just think is like the best piece of quilting magic anyone can do. Again, that's CutterPillar. I also have their light boxes. I use those all the time too. Great products. Check them out. CutterPillar. Another big tool on the market, AccuQuilt. I have my AccuQuilt stuff. I keep saying every year, I'm going to show you guys exactly what I do with it, and then I never end up doing that. And I have a project right now that an AccuQuilt is perfect for, but they don't have the die that I want in stock, which makes me so sad. But anyway, AccuQuilt, it's a die cutting system. This would be an amazing gift, especially for people who have problems with dexterity and they can't cut and that kind of thing anymore. Their whole motto, I think, is we're trying to get you to be able to start sewing. You know, we take care of the cutting faster, because it really is faster. You simply put the fabric on top of a die, crank it through, and then it cuts out the fabric for you, and it's pretty cool. Very, very fast cutting system. I have all the sizes. Oh, that's not true. They just came out with a medium size that's electric. I don't have that one, but I have the size, I have the small, the medium crank, the small, the medium crank, and then the large electronic one. We will be doing some projects this year that showcase what that machine can really do. Great machine. I like it. I use it. I have a ton of dies. I just don't have the die I need for this project, which is killing me, because it would be perfect for repetitious kind of cutting, or for people who have some dexterity issues, or people who just like notions. Again, that's AccuQuilt. There is a video on my channel that has done very, very well. It is the AccuQuilt versus Cricut. When to use an AccuQuilt, when to use a Cricut. I still have my Cricut, but I'm moving into using my Singer Memento, which is a larger version. Cricut has a larger version, but I don't want to get into why I don't love that. And I'm not sponsored by any of these people, so we're good. But I have the Singer Memento. I'm looking at it right there. I'm not going to go pull it out because it's a honking machine. But it is a die cutting machine, an electronic die cutting machine, where you use your computer, you set up what you want it to cut out, and then it can cut out shapes and stuff for you. It can totally be useful in the quilting world, especially if you are an applique girly like me. I think the Singer Memento, now is the time to look into it. You can probably catch a good sale for that machine. I like it. I like it. I like it. We will get into more of the Singer Memento and what it can do or we'll probably talk about Cricut too, and when to use that versus when you want to use your AccuQuilt. Check out that video. But yeah, they're great. Singer Memento, die cutting machine, electronic. Look into it. Great gift. Something you might think about getting someone this year are quilt kits. I am very particular about what kits I want and which things I want to put together and what my colors are in fabric, blah, blah, blah. But if someone tells you, or if you've heard them say, I sure wish I could get this quilt kit, now is the time to do it, because those quilt kits can be $300, $400, $500. They're very expensive. Fabric is expensive. And so when you can get a chance, an opportunity to gift one of these quilt kits, boy, the recipient is going to be so excited, especially if it's a quilt kit that they've been talking about. So yes, a quilt kit would absolutely be an appropriate gift, especially if you've heard them talking about this particular kit that they've been wanting. Let me know down in the comment section if there was a special kit or something that you've been looking at, because I think quilt kits are pretty much all the rage, especially in the beginning of the year, which is, I guess it brings us to our next one, which are the block of the month kits, block of the month quilt kit. Yeah, that's a thing. Block of the month. They are also expensive. Oh, there was this one that I wanted to do, but I just couldn't swing it. It was by Mama Lodi, and it was the felt hand done. And I want to say that one was over $100 a month, maybe somewhere around in there. And you do it for 12 months. They just continuously keep billing you or sending it to you that month. Very, very cool. Very, very, very good gift. Think of it like a fruit of the month, but for quilters. We have that. Block of the month things. You might have heard them say something about that, and that would be a really, really, really good gift. The next one I want to talk about are irons and the Ironmatic system. So Ironmatic has these like super layered mats that you can lay out on your surface, and you don't have to worry about burning what's underneath. They also have a little hand pad that comes with it, and you can actually iron on your hand if you have a quilt block or something that you're working with. You could actually use it on your hand. Very, very cool, amazing gift. They also have some really cool ironing boards that lower and raise, and they're beautiful, and they're for quilters. They're super thick. I really like them. In regards to irons though, the most expensive iron that I know of and that I've ever seen for quilting would be the Lorastar system. People love it, people want it, but you're talking about well over $100. Yes, we're even in the thousands. The Lorastar system. I have an iron that I really enjoy that I think is about the closest that I'm going to get without spending Lorastar kind of money, but 'tis the season. You might be able to catch an amazing sale on a Lorastar system. It's the ironing system that has the fan that pulls the steam through it, and the steam shoots through, and you can instantly you can instantly iron things. What is that stuff called, you guys? It's the fuse. You can instantly fuse stuff to fabric, blah, blah, blah. We get it, Lorastar. You're fancy. You're amazing. You're on everybody's wish list, I guess, or not. The iron that I have that I think is comparable is the Eurostar. I have a whole review coming on it. I think it hangs. I think it's going to do the best that I can do in regards to steam. That Lorastar hits different, but it is the kind of gift that all my friends say, hey, if you ever get a Lorastar, I want it. Yeah, they're all waiting and hoping and wishing that Lorastar is going to one day send me a Lorastar ironing system. Whatever, friends. I get it. But Lorastar, it's a whole thing. It is an amazing system. It's a beautiful iron, and there are many of the celebrities that use it and have it behind the scenes. I just don't have one yet, but maybe one day. The Lorastar system, that would be an amazing gift. I just ran into this company called Goat Notions, and I did a whole thing on them this year at Houston, and they have totes. Now, there are all kinds of different totes on the market, but I like this one because of how many wheels that it has on the bottom, and you can kind of disassemble it and put it back together and put other stuff on it. I think they're really cool. They just released a new colorway of their item, of one of their totes, and I think they nailed the colorway. I just received mine. I haven't done the box opening for it yet. Otherwise, I would open it on camera and show you guys. But of course, here's a picture of it. It is the goat tote. And I think that this is the company that I would really look into in regards to totes if you're looking for a tote for all of your quilting things. Now, we talked about thread on another video, right? Which is fine. Little thread is lovely, but a thread box hits different. If you're an embroidery girly, they have all these huge thread boxes that'll get you all the different colors. If you're like me and you love Disney, they have like a Disney themed thread colored box, which is absolutely amazing. Thread for everything. Wonderfill is really who I like for this. I just saw a box that I hadn't seen before by Verushka with Pride and Joy and her partnership with Wonderfill, which is absolutely amazing. Huge box. I think it's all Deco Bob because she does, I think it's Deco Bob. I forget. I'm not sure. And with Wonderfill, you can even find the boxes that have a little bit of each different type of thread because no, not all threads are the same. Different weights, they do different things, and you can get those boxes that have a little bit of everything in the box so that you can get like a taster, like a sampler box of thread. And those suckers cost, but they are worth it. Very, very cool. Again, I like to look at Wonderfill for all of my thread needs. That's not true. Not all of my thread needs. Check out Wonderfill though for these boxes of threads, because Wonderfill for the boxes of threads, I just don't think you're gonna get anything better. So luxurious. The pearl cottons, just, it's an amazing gift, and it's beautiful. Here's a very random kind of utilitarian one, and I don't know how y'all are gonna love this, but I don't care. Lights. I don't know if you guys can see this. I am obsessed with this whole lighting system. I have some, now why would I do that? I have some videos coming out showing you guys this lighting system. This is by So Light. Now is the time to get this. This is the kind of thing that they would absolutely want. They probably don't want to buy themselves. That light does exactly what it says it's going to do. It is my favorite light that I have ever run across. Good is good, and this is excellent. They are expensive, but they are amazing. They have several different sizes. They have some that the light gradiates down to dim, you know, it dims. And then they have some that just come on and off. They are touch activated. That light is my jam. I have them all over my studio. I love that light. That light really does exactly what you need it to do. It will remove all the shadows. It is incredibly bright. It is a good light, period. They've now come out with this laser, and they've got a green laser, and I like green laser because, believe it or not, I believe green laser shows up on more colors than the red laser does. I think green is better. They had it, they ran out because you guys bought them all, but now they're getting their stocks back in. I'm gonna have some to play with very, very soon. But that light, yeah, now's the time. And again, it comes in two different sizes. It's got the little one and the large one. You can get my light. This one's mine. And what I mean mine, it's got, of course, black and white theme to it. That one is available. Again, this is So Light. Their, I want to say their brand, their website is Lumitask. It's still So Light. They just don't have a specific quilting kind of name because they do all different kinds of lights. Don't feel like you're in the wrong place. So go on ahead, check them out. That light is amazing. I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. It's my favorite light of all time. Check them out. It's got this magnetic thing. I've got a video coming. Don't worry. I got you. But check out that light. I do not think you would be disappointed. And I don't think whoever's receiving it would be disappointed because they definitely want a really good light. And that is a really, really good light. Okay. I'm pulling out the big guns for this one. Last thing I'm going to talk about, it's my Classy Creations rotating mat. You can get this mat several different ways. You can get it without the magnetic system, or you can get it with the magnetic system. They also make a cutting mat. I have that too. I like their cutting mat because you can remove the magnetic piece so that you can also change out the mat. I go through cutting mats at least once a year. I run through them, I'm digging into them, the grooves, all that. I get a lot of wear and tear on my cutting mats because I quilt a lot. And I like the fact that you don't have to get rid of the whole mat or replace the entire mat with their system. It is separate. I also really enjoy Classy Creations because of course they have the markings for 1/8 yard, 1/4 yard, and they have a little bit of space on the outside. Some of these go right up into the edge and it's just not helpful. Also, this is a larger cutting mat than my Martelli in that this is a square and not a circle, which I like because I can now work with the full 12.5 by 12.5 block. I can actually work with the full 16-inch block on this. Great size. I don't have any issues with it. I like that it's not slipping and sliding everywhere. I feel like once I put some pressure on this, I will be able to cut with it. And just in case, these are all magnetic and they will hold your rulers in place. But just in case you don't love blue, you can flip it over. And now we have pink. Very cool. And again, this is just like the other one in that you can replace the mat and not the magnetic system. The magnetic system is underneath it. I'm obsessed with this. So I think you guys should check this out. This is an amazing gift. They are ready. They also had a huge year with Houston, and they're just now getting their stuff back in stock. I had to wait for a good while because they just ran through their stuff. Everybody was getting them. Classy Creations actually has a number of items that I really enjoy, but this is the one that I wanted to showcase in this category. Also, the large cutting mat that I have too, but I have it in a different room, and I don't want to pull it back here because it's a big one, but it's absolutely amazing. Love this magnetic stuff that goes, again, it will hold your ruler. It'll hold your ruler down so that you don't have to, worry about any shifting with your ruler or your fabrics. It's a whole vibe. They nailed it with this guy. I mean, they really, really nailed it. It's just perfect. Love it. And again, I'm not using their rulers with it. These are my own different rulers. And this will slide up in there and butt up against it. And again, hold the fabric down and do all the things that you need. Just an excellent gift, guys. Again, this is Classy Creations. That is the last of it. So I hope you enjoyed today's over 100 gifts. Tell me if there's anything on here that is on like your bucket list or something that you really want, something that you're considering getting. Tell me all the things in the comment section other than, oh my gosh, these things are so expensive. Yes, 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 the world is expensive right now, but we're talking about the luxurious items, the items that are over 100. I can't wait to tell you guys what's gonna come tomorrow because that's gonna be a fun one. I think you guys are gonna enjoy it. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. This series is so much fun. Bye-bye.